Edgar Bennett, Rashaan Salam. Somebody out of that mix probably won't be there, but still they take a running back. Are you encouraged by that or discouraged about being stacked behind a position where there are some established guys?
Well, I'm very encouraged by it. Number one, I'll be able to learn with some guys who's already played at the next level. And I think that knowledge is something my dad always told me, always listen to somebody of older age, because the knowledge, they've already been through a lot of things, and hopefully those guys will be able to pass some of that down to me. And secondly, I think it's an excellent opportunity for me and my family to go to a place where there's been a great tradition of running backs and a great tradition of National Football League football.
Well, you talk about tradition in Penn State running backs. It hasn't been good of late. Kijana has struggled in the NFL. Blair Thomas, the Jet fans know about him here. How can you be different and learn from their experiences? Because I know you've talked to those guys.
Well, I think that the one thing that I've said to a lot of people who's asked my questions is that, Mike, we're all different. And I think that's something that God has blessed upon us all, is how different we all are. And that's something that's made me the person who I am, is that we've always been through some things. They've been through some misfortune. I've been through some misfortune, but I mean, we're different, and hopefully, I can change the table. Hopefully, Kijana can do the same this year with the Bengals.
Quick last response with the whole incident with the awards ceremony and the jacket and making you ineligible for the bowl game. If that didn't happen, would you have come back for your last year at Penn State?
No, sir. I was going to forego my senior year at Penn State and take my game, take it to another level, and just enjoy the things that what's happening today.
Congratulations. He's looking forward to his first Bulls game and his first day in the bleachers at Wrigley Field.
Never viewed it. All right, guys. Thank you. You talk about Curtis, Mike, going to a team with some great lineage of running backs. Walter Payton, Gale Sayers, Red Grange, Bronco Nagurski, Curtis Enos. I think he'll take his name on that list. Still to come, the Bengals and Wither Jeff Blake. New England, they've waited, and Edwards is still there in the running back slot. And then Green Bay, do they stay, do they go? And Wither Randy Moss. We'll be back. We're back at the theater in New York. The Bengals have their second first-round pick. They took Takeo Spikes, linebacker Auburn. Now 4 picks later, here's a pick they got from Washington in the Big Daddy deal. Let's go up to the commissioner.
With the 17th choice in the first round, the Cincinnati Bengals select linebacker from University of North Carolina, Brian Simmons.
Mel, again, right down the middle of the fairway here.
Well, it is. I'll tell you, they like Anthony Simmons and Brian Simmons. They already added Takeo Spikes to Dick LeBeau's defense. And when you watch Brian Simmons here, number 41, another guy that really plays an all-around game. You don't have to take him off the field. He can get into the backfield. Not as strong at the point as some linebackers are. Not a dominating blitzer like others are. But when you watch Simmons, sideline to sideline, great pursuit skills, tremendous in pass coverage. That's what really separates them. His junior year and his senior year against Florida State, here against Thad Busby, he was an exceptional coverage linebacker, which means Dick LeBeau's not going to have to be concerned, Boomer, with a guy like Brian Simmons, even Takeo Spikes for that matter. Multi-dimensional linebackers in that 3-4 scheme.
Well, that's what the 3-4 is all about. So it's a linebacker safety defense. That's why you know of Greg Lloyd, Kevin Green, Rod Woodson, all these players that make those types of big plays. And, the Bengals obviously feel like they're weak at the linebacker spot, that they want inside and outside guys, the guys that can run, the guys that can make plays, and guys that are going to hit you right in the mouth when you get there.
Well, let's go out to Cincinnati. It's Bengal time on our draft show here from New York. Let's go out to Solomon Wilcots in Cincinnati. Solomon.
Yeah, Chris. The Bengals are making a run on defensive players here in the first round. Right now, I'm joined by Bengals head coach Bruce Cosling. Coach, you're getting the guys you want, trying to improve the defense.
Well, we went into the draft with that in mind. We just have to be able to get the opposing offenses off the field. We've drafted 2 linebackers that can run. They've been very productive as college players, and they're both tough guys.
And you get Takeo Spikes from Auburn on the inside. Brian Simmons, will he play outside 1-2 punch?
Well, I think we'll probably take a look at Brian. Now, he's played the stack backer position. He has rocked to the outside and blitzed some, but I think we'll wait until minicamp to decide that.
A little bit more on Brian Simmons. Here he's one of the best cover linebackers in the draft. You guys can use him all over the place.
Exactly, and that becomes important in today's football, Solly, because you want him to play 3 downs, and Brian has the he has the athletic ability to play on third down and cover those backs coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, and we'll now go back to New York and bring in my former quarterback. Help me get a Super Bowl ring. I should say the runner-up. Let's bring in Boomer Esiason right now. And Boomer, do you have a question for the old coach?
You know, when are you guys going to stop drafting defense, Bruce, and start drafting some offense out there?
Well, Boomer, if you can remember, we scored 42 with you in the game last year, and that wasn't enough. So I'm tired of that, so we're going to stop somebody somehow.
All right. Well, listen, I wish you guys good luck, and I miss you guys.
Thanks, Boomer. We'll see you.
Okay.
I've heard longer huddles than that.
Well, you know what? I talked to Bruce last night, but I will tell you this, and one of the things that really worries me about Cincinnati this year is that they have all the offensive firepower they need, but again, you go back to their schedule. They have to play in Detroit. They have to play in Minnesota. They have Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Denver, all at home, along with Buffalo. They got to go to Oakland. They play Pittsburgh twice. I mean, they play, obviously, Jacksonville twice. Baltimore's a much improved team. And, of course, Tennessee. That's 9 playoff games that they have. I think it will be easily the most difficult schedule of the year.
What will it take for Jeff Blake to get back to the form that we saw, not last season, but a year before that, in '96, when his passes went out of the TV screen when you're watching, but still landed in everybody's hands 50 yards down the field?
It was interesting. When I got there last year, he was extremely, I would say, positive about all the things that he was able to accomplish the years before. You got to remember where he came from, And I think he's going to be a better player without me being there. I mean, he was a 58% completion percentage guy last year, but Jeff has not been known for the completion percentage. He's been known for the big plays.
Yes.
And he and Carl Pickens have really developed a dynamic relationship. Jeff has just got to learn that he has Darnay Scott, he has David Dunn, he has Corey Dillon now healthy, and he has a very healthy offensive line. When Kevin Sargent came back at left tackle and Corey Dillon emerged as a superstar running back in this league, things started to happen for us. And I was able to exploit those players as best I could, and hopefully he learned from that.
The Boomer of him, the Boomer of you. Now, even though he was Boomer for, on
I'm
TV.
with both the Boomers.
Thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure, guys.
$4 million contract for ABC. Good luck with it.
All right, thanks.
Oh, you're leaving?
I am leaving. You guys are here for the rest.
Why are you leaving?
I can't.
Stay a while.
Take the rest of the day off. You and Consul can have an even shorter conversation. Let's go up to the much-awaited visit with Tom Jackson. Bengals, 2 linebackers, Tommy. You got to love it.
Well, the Bengals certainly shored up their linebacking core. They got Takeo Spikes inside and Brian Simmons from North Carolina outside, and he'll be the strong side backer. He has that 6'3", 235-pound frame. He's able to get onto people and get off people. The first shot we're going to see here is great range by him. Realize that one of the guys he runs by right there is All-American corner Trey Bly. Then watch him control the tight end here from outside. Tight end actually has the angle on him. He gets him, stands him upright, finds the football, and then gets rid of him. I think that is probably the most difficult position to play in football, is a strong side linebacker. I tried it for 1 year and couldn't quite make it. As we see Jack get down here, Jack McKiernan, the center from Rutgers, and he's not going to hurt me, but Jack's going to try to hook me as a tight end. I try to get control of him right here. The most difficult thing in football is to control a player for those 3 steps before you get rid of him. Brian Simmons is a pretty good guy at it, and certainly going to build around Dick LeBeau's system.
All right, Tommy, thank you. And you know what we got to say? We thank Jack for helping us out today. He's in Mel's book. Mel's book, the Bible has everybody. Even Let There Be Light in Mel's book. The New England War Room. The Patriots are now on the board. If they want Robert Edwards, the running back, he's right there for him. We'll be back.
With the 7th pick in the first round, the New England Patriots select Terry Glenn, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Everybody has their own opinion, but the organization picks the player.
Terry Glenn's selection in the '96 draft put Bill Parcells and owner Bob Kraft at odds. But the friction didn't affect the Tunis coaching style or the success of the Patriots. Led his team to the AFC Championship before losing in the ultimate game to the Super Bowl to the Green Bay Packers. But the animosity was boiling over.
They want you to cook the dinner. At least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
So the Pats did their own shopping, got Pete Carroll.
I just think it's an ideal situation.
Parcells took the Jets job and in week 2 met up with his old team in Foxborough. The Jets ended up losing a nail-biter in OT. Parcells was able to land one of the Patriots' biggest fish.
Coach Parcells is a coach that I enjoy. playing with. I see the New York Jets as a team of great growth.